There it was.
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, you're recording this. Oh,
Right.
well, let's just talk about LIV golf.
Why don't we?
I live golf. Let's talk about LIV golf.
Yeah.
The full 48-man field has finally been announced. No real surprise with Mickelson being the last to join. I mean, that was kind of obvious, right?
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen, right?
Yeah, Dustin Johnson obviously was a surprise last week when they announced the initial field. But is it really? Allegedly offered $125 million signing bonus.
Right.
I mean, count me in, man. I'd play. Yeah.
Can't blame him for that.
No, not at all. Not at all. I wonder, some of the no-name guys, like, did Taylor Gooch get a signing bonus? I'm thinking no, right?
I'll bet he got something.
I mean, I would think that he's just been enticed to play by the enormous purses, guaranteed money, no cuts, 3 days, all the other things. Do you really have to pay Taylor Gooch to be in your tour? I don't think you do. Do you? Tell me you don't. Tell me you don't.
Yeah, so this is the funny thing about this tour. I understand what they're trying to do, and they're doing a damn good job of it, by the way. Stealing stars.
Stars?
Dustin Johnson. Well, Dustin Johnson's a star.
Dustin Johnson, I grant you that.
He resigned his tour card.
Yeah,
And
along with
Phil
Kevin.
Mickelson did not, by the way. So
Yeah. Allegedly some legal issues there. So if you resign your tour card, they really can't affect you in regards to the majors.
right.
The majors are not run by the PGA Tour. If you resign your tour card, they can't suspend you.
Yeah.
So therefore, you'll be under no suspension. So it kind of puts the onus on the majors. How are you going to say these guys can't play?
Yeah, because they're exempt, right? I mean, that's the whole purpose of winning a major, is so you can play them in no matter what in the future, right? Well, I mean, John Daly.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a tour card, right?
Yeah. So what's going to happen going forward is, because there's no official golf world ranking points for this tour, these guys are going to fall on the official rankings. So they won't get automatic exemptions for tournaments they have not won.
Right.
Obviously, Dustin Johnson gets into the Masters. He gets into the Open, the U.S. Open.
Yep.
Past winner. Phil Mickelson should be eligible for the Masters. He should be eligible for the PGA. He should be eligible for the Open. U.S. Open, if he keeps falling, he's going to have to qualify.
Yeah, and you have to have, what is it, like 15 tournaments a year, right?
To keep your PGA Tour card.
Right.
Which they don't carry anymore because they resigned that. So again, I'm sure that's just a tactic to prevent being excluded from the majors. But again, you're only going to be able to do that for a while. I don't know. Just because you resigned your membership doesn't mean you've fallen out of the top 100 or whatever.
Right.
I think Dustin Johnson's 13 in the world right now.
50.
So
yeah.
So just because he resigns doesn't mean he loses that ranking automatically. However, because of lack of accumulative points, he will fall. Yeah, he's going.
So what do you think the PGA is going to do to kind of combat this?
Look, this thing's happening. There's too much money involved. You said it's intriguing. I say it's not, because if a tree falls in the forest and there's no one there to hear it, does it make a sound? You're going to have to really search to go watch these guys play. It's only going to be available online, whether through their own website, Facebook, I think, and there's one other way.
Yeah, they have a couple streaming deals, but they don't have any TV deals.
For me, it's not much must-watch TV because I don't care. This is a scrub field. This is a
Right.
scrub field.
Yeah.
If Dustin Johnson doesn't run laps around these guys, I'm very disappointed.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt
So
about it.
who cares? It's not compelling. So they got that. As we talked before, I think the only way for them to win going forward is to not get established stars. That's not that big a deal. There's only so many who are going to leave the PGA Tour. Look, they allegedly threw a high nine-figure deal at Tiger to try and get him, which makes sense because he
Yeah.
gives you instant legitimacy. It's worth every penny.
Yeah.
However, you're not getting these guys, right? So I don't know that you're going to get them. That's not important. What they should do, in my opinion, if they want to be a viable tour going forward, you got to get the young guys. You got to get them out of college. And then if they start winning on your tour, it's going to be hard to deny for the PGA Tour or for the DP, whatever they're calling the European Tour now. It's going to be hard for them to deny these guys legitimacy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no doubt. I think if they start going that route where, you got the best amateurs coming out, that's scary stuff for the PGA.
Can you imagine if a Victor Hovland, a Matthew Wolff, hell, a Scotty Scheffler or a Bryson DeChambeau, if they went to this tour right out of college, you're going to kind of have to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Especially if these guys go out and they beat your Dustin Johnson, if they beat, that's really it. It's just really Dustin Johnson, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Graham McDowell, what is that guy? 62? I'm not sure. Lee Westwood.
They got Louis Oosthuizen.
Look, Oosthuizen is a great player. He
Yeah.
is a good player who never seems to win here in the States. So it's just as well that he's starting out in London. So
Yeah.
But look, it's just not a good field. But if they really want to,
well, they're just starting to build it though, and once they start building it,
they're not going to continue to get superstars. They're just not. I mean, I think they've gotten who they can get. Who else is to go? There's talk of Ricky Fowler possibly go. Well, when's the last time Ricky Fowler hasn't won since Waste Management 3 years ago, maybe 4?
Well,
the guy hasn't.
No, I agree with you, but Ricky brings a lot of fandom. I mean, so.
Well, yeah, because Ricky's a sexy son of a bitch who will always bring his fans, and I know they want him just for that.
Yeah.
But again, if you don't get a TV deal, who cares?
Yeah.
How many people are going to watch on their laptops on Facebook?
Well, I know you keep saying that, but look how the world's going right now. Look how it's trending. It's streaming. Look what we're doing right now. I mean, so it's kind of trending that way anyway. So I think they're looking forward, and I really see some potential of it could be dangerous for the PGA. That's all I'm saying. It could be dangerous for the PGA.
I get it. You're calling me out because of my age and how I'm out of touch with everything streaming. I get that. But consider this. I'm your average golf fan.
Yeah.
You love to play, right? You love to play.
Mm-hmm.
How many tournaments do you watch a year? The majors, maybe on the weekend?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's on, I'll watch it. I like sports.
You'll fall
asleep.
So,
yeah.
I'll fall asleep.
I'll fall asleep to some stuff. Yeah.
Which is what I do. Okay. And look, I'm a huge golf fan. I actually will watch a tournament if there's nothing else to do. Lay on my couch. The only ones I really care about are majors.
But I stream them too.
Majors. You're not.
Yeah,
did you stream the Memorial last weekend? No, you didn't. Did you even watch the Memorial last week?
No.
And that's a big tournament. That's Jack's tournament, man. That's a big deal.
No, I didn't watch any of it.
Right.
Golf is not in my top tier of ones I would watch. Just like basketball is not for you.
Right. Now, in your defense, you actually played golf on Sunday.
Yeah. I was actually playing the game. So, listen, I love golf. I love the PGA. Uh,
I do too.
but I do not blame these guys at all for going. Show me the money. Show me the money.
Yeah, look, I mean,
Show me the money.
if the reports are true that they gave Dustin Johnson 125 million signing bonus, he's only earned on the tour. He's only earned in the $70 million range.
Yeah, like about 74 or something like that,
Yeah.
right?
And then, of course, you throw on his endorsement deals and sponsorship deals and stuff like that.
Sure.
So he's earned about 130 to 150 million, give or take.
Right.
They've offered 125 million just to show up. That does not include the winnings. And if this guy doesn't earn $30 million off of prize money over the course of 9 events, I'm going to be shocked.
So
Shocked.
So if you think about it, he's literally about to double what he made in his career on the tour and only play 3 rounds for 9
weeks.
9 events.
9 weeks, 3 rounds, no pro-ams, just go out. And it's a shotgun start, which to me is going to make for lousy television, but a shotgun start. So that means this round's going to be over in no time. He's not sitting around in the clubhouse waiting for his tee time. Bam, you just go. That's pretty sweet, man. That's a sweet deal. If you're talking about quality of life,
Yeah.
3 days a week, shotgun start, it don't get any.
I think they're thinking outside the box, which I love that they're thinking that way. But then they still have room to fine tune it if something's not making sense as far as streaming or whatever that's not getting the ratings that they want.
Well, if they get a television deal, it changes everything.
Yeah,
If
because
they
then PGA's really screwed.
And look, there's going to be some desperate network,
Yeah,
sign them, and that is going to happen.
yeah, it's probably OAN.
Newsmax. Yeah.
But yeah, so I do not blame these guys one bit for doing it. I know we had a Mickelson video. We were not mad about him wanting to do it for the money. It had nothing to do with that. It's just he opened his big mouth and said something stupid before he went. That's the only thing we had a problem with, right?
Right. The quiet part out loud. That was.
Yeah. So I'll never understand that. But I have no problem with athletes wanting to make more money. I mean, I put athletes in quotes on this one, but
Definitely athletes.
Yeah, but I have no problem with them wanting to make more money. And then Johnson said it best. So he didn't say it was for the money, but he's like, no, now I can take care of my wife and kids, and I don't have to worry about being away for what would they play, like 36 weeks a year or something like that.
Well, yeah. So on PGA Tour, you got a minimum 15-week commitment to 15 different tournaments. That does not include the 4 majors. It does not include WGC events. It's a big commitment.
Yeah,
It's a big commitment of time. And then you're talking about a 4-day tournament.
Yeah.
1-day pro-am.
Right.
And then especially on the majors, you show up to go scout the course and do some practice rounds. I mean, it's more than people think. And look, I'm not saying it's not a great gig. It's a great gig.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You play golf for a living. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a far more, and we haven't even talked about practice. Talk about practice. But, you're talking about 6 days a week when you're playing long hours, because you got commitments afterwards. You got sponsorship commitments. It's bigger deal than people think. It's a lot of commitment. So if you could minimize that and make more money, who's to blame these guys?
You got to go for it, man.
You got to go for it. The one last thing I'd like to touch upon this, if you're a sponsor of these golfers, like, for example, I know RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, has already dropped both Dustin Johnson and Graham McDowell. And they did that because these 2 bitches slapped them in the face.
They win the damn tournament, right?
Yeah, they jumped out of their main tournament. So of course, and these are Canadians. These are nice people, but they dropped them like a hot rock, right?
Yeah.
Because, but let's say Dustin Johnson, TaylorMade is a big sponsor. How are you going to continue to sponsor him when he's not on television anymore? He's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or how much money are you going to give him? And like we were talking last night, if you're a clothing sponsor, you know, if you're Izod, Nike, whatever, some of the outfitters, are you going to continue to clothe these guys, to dress these guys when no one's going to be seeing them? I mean, you got to think about it. If I'm a sponsor, I'm pulling it. I'm pulling it. Good luck to you. You know, have some good years.
You're not even going to play in our tournament. Nah, you're out, dude.
You're out.
You're out.
If every one of their sponsors should drop them, and again, I say more power to them. But as a sponsor, it makes no financial sense to back these guys.
Yeah, so it's just a consequence of you go in a different route. That's all. And
it no longer fits.
More power to them. Go your different route, but you're going to lose some sponsors, and I don't feel bad for you losing a sponsor.
No,
you'll make up. That's all good.
Yeah, you'll make up for it. That's fine.
Yeah. 125 million. Yeah, you'll make up for it.
Yeah. Good luck to him. Allegedly, Mickelson got 200 million. So, you know, whatever.
Well, they want to pay Tiger $1 billion. So
yeah. So
if I was him, I'd be like, screw my sponsors. I'll just do this tour. So,
and you know, Tiger sticking to his guns with that kind of offer. I mean, I don't think it makes him a hero by any means, but it says that he stuck to his convictions.
Well, I think he loves the tour too much, and he's about legacy at this point, right? Because how much is he actually going to play? So I just think he's stuck to legacy. So but if I was him, I'm like, your legacy's already set, man. You're one of the best golfers of all time. I think the best, but some people might disagree, which is fine. But go to that other tour, get you $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Go from there.
Yeah.
So,
they'll give you a cart. They'll give you a cart to ride around in.
Yeah.
They can't take your legacy away. However, and it's for another video. We should talk about Jack Nicklaus's dalliance with the LIV, because that could have affected his legacy. But that's for another day.
Yep. I think we're done here. And by the way, we're going to put our thoughts on the original thoughts on Phil Mickelson in this next coming video on after this is done. So